Ponniyin Selvan, the time and backdrop. Dear friends, before entering into the story of Ponniyin Selvan, I think it is better to understand the history up to the point when and where the story starts. I think it will be useful for understanding the characters' incidents in the story, and it will be useful for avoiding the repetition in the storytelling, because in so many places we have to describe the past history. In Pazhamtamizhagam, which means old Tamizhagam, not Tamil Nadu, the region, the southern region of the Indian subcontinent, that is Tamizhagam, was ruled by three dynasties. From Sangam period or in the pre-Sangam period itself. In history, we can see three dynasties were popular in the total area. Chera, Chola, Pandyas. And as in the history of dynasties everywhere in the world, in a region, one dynasty will be very much popular in a particular period. It will dominate all other dynasties or empires, kingdoms. And after some period, it will be diminished and some other dynasty will came to power, will become popular and powerful. Here also, these three dynasties were popular in one period, one in one period, another in another period. In addition to Chera, Chola, Pandyas, Pallava dynasty also were popular in some period. And they also contributed so much things to the culture and the history of Tamizhagam. When go through the history in the beginning of Christian era, that means AD 1st to 3rd or 4th century, first Chola dynasty were very much popular in that region. Karigal Valavan, Perindar Killi, Ilanjit Chenni, Todidot Champion, like so many kings were popular and powerful in that dynasty. We can see the contribution of Karigal Valavan, Kallanai, the Dam, today also. That first Chola dynasty were very much popular in that period. After the period, the Chola dynasty was diminished and other dynasties came to powerful position, especially the Pallavas. Almost 500 years goes like that. After that, Vijayalaya Cholan from Urayur came to power there and started the second Chola dynasty. Vijayalaya Cholan make friendship with Pallavas and defeat the Pandyas in the south side. And after the diminishing of Pallavas, Chola dynasty became very much popular in the area. After Vijayalaya Chola, his son Adityan came to power. He also ruled like a powerful king or emperor like his father. After Ayutha Cholan, his son Parandaka Cholan came to power. He was most popular in the second Chola dynasty. He spread the empire almost throughout the southern region of India and up to Sri Lanka in the south and up to Rashtrakutam in the north. Parandaka Cholan had 3 children. The elder one, Rajaditya, he died in a war in Takkola. So, the second one, Kandarayitha Cholan, came to power. But he was very much interested in spiritual things and Tamil literature, especially spirituality in Saiva. So, he was not very much interested in politics and administration. At that time, his younger brother Arinjaya Cholan looked after the administration and politics in the empire. Even though Kandarayitha was the crowned emperor, Arinjayan ruled the state. After some time, Kandarayitha crowned his younger brother as the emperor and he go to serve the spiritual things. Arinjaya Cholan ruled the state very well, but he died in a small period. He ruled the state only for a small period. After the demise of Arinjayan, his son Parandaka Sundara Cholan came to power. Actually, he was in his early teenagers, but Kandarayitha had no children. He didn't marry at that time. So, Sundara Cholan has to crowned as the emperor of the Chola dynasty. He ruled the state very well and spread the empire throughout the region and defeat all the enemies surround the empire. In the later age of Kandarayitha, he married a lady and he had a son. His name was Madhurandaka. But he convinced his wife and make an arrangement that his son will not interrupt the sons of Sundara Chola for the dynasty or power crown. Kandarayitha Chola and wife tried to make their son interested and involved in spiritual things. So he gave up the political administration things and he was go through the spiritual way as his parents taught. Sundara Chola had 3 children. Elder one, Aditya Karigara. In his early age itself, he came to help his father in the war. He defeated Veerapandiyan of Madurai and he killed Veerapandiyan and destroyed the total army of Pandyas. And second child, a girl, Kundavai. Third one is Arunmozhi Varman. When the story of Ponniyin Selvan starts, Aditya Kariharan was in Kanchipuram. Now he was the chief of commander-in-chief of the army toward the northern side. He was staying in a palace in Kanchipuram. He built a new palace and wait to bring his parents to Kanchipuram. But the Sundara Chola and the administrators all are in Tanjavur, the capital of Chola Empire at that time. In the meantime of the history, sometimes the Chola built a city in Parayarai, and a small period it was the capital of the Chola kingdom. Now it was a city, and Kundavai was in Parayarai. Arunmozhi Varman was in Sri Lanka. He was the commander-in-chief of the army toward the southern side. He defeated the king of Sri Lanka and wait to build a good atmosphere there for the Chola Empire. This is the time when our Ponniyin Selvan story begins.